Hi there, traders. This is Currency Watch. Let's take a look at what we have going on. It has been a long break with the Easter holidays, but we are right back into the game. It is interesting the setup in the Euro USD. I know I said that I was going to remain sidelined. I wanted to see a break, but you know what? The pair held in there, and the 138 level still continues to be. Still seems to find buyers, so it has a bit of lots of support in that area. And you know the risk reward here, the stop is at what 37.75. It seemed like a good chance to get in, look for a continued push higher, and just follow the rules. But what we're watching here is the pair move down. I think I entered at 138.18. There it is. Looking for a continued push higher, but we know that the sellers came in last week over and over again around the 138.50 level. So we'll see what we get here. If we do get a break below the 137.75, then all bets are off, and we can look for a continued move lower in that pair. The Great Britain USD. This is interesting, but once again, the cross is up at the 168.30 level. Need a break, or 168.40 level. Need a break of this 168.40 level to really get things going. And if we get above that, then we can look for that continued push higher that we've all been waiting for, towards the 170 or so, 170 at least level. Wouldn't be too surprised though if we do get a pullback here to the trend line before we bounce higher, but we will see. But it has pressed at this zone once, twice, three, four times, so it is due to break if it's going to. The USD Swiss franc, as we has been a bit of a bore lately. I mean, the ATR and the euro is sunk down to 55 pips yesterday, and so the Swiss franc is the range is getting even smaller. What we're watching here though is that the pair is back. It looks like, let's see, I'm going to bet that's the 50 fib. Boom, 50 fib of that move. Let's see if we get a reversal here and then a push back down for a continued push lower. If it does move and make a next move lower, I probably would go short this, just following the euro trade, looking for a push back through that 87, 86.95 level. Take a break at the 89.50 level for me to be interested in continuing to move higher. The Great Britain odd continues to, after breaking this trend line right here, continues to actually consolidate here, and we have some resistance between 180.30, 180.75. I'm going to need to see a break of that zone for me to be interested in going long. A push lower I would be willing to jump into. Great Britain JPY, I just have to keep kicking myself on this trade. We all know the trend line break, and in the yen I was looking for I was actually totally thinking we were going to get a break the other way. Anyways, didn't do the trade, looked for a pullback to the trend line here, and then after this point there's really I didn't want to jump in because your stop would have to be all the way down here, 170.85. Was looking for a 50 fib pullback to, I think it was 171.20. I'm not 100% sure. Barely just missed it, 171.40. Now we're all the way up at 172.70. For a continued push. I mean, to be honestly though, these yen trades normally last for 300 pips. We're almost at the top of the range, so we're probably at the top here, and there's a good chance we're going to reverse around this 173 level, or maybe 173.50. I'm going to be hesitant at best to jump into a trade to the top side. Would much favor to see a push back down lower that I could go into, and at this point a push below that 172 would be just what I need to see, get my spirits ready for a push lower. Let's take a look at the other pairs we have out there. Let's take a look at the yen crosses, because we haven't seen these lately, and this is see what we have. First, we were all interested in New Zealand JPY in that range between 87.50 and 88. Everybody, I was looking for a break below that 87.50 level because that could have had some legs. Looking for a continued push lower. Didn't get it. We're just still consolidating in this zone. I'm not too interested in playing this to the top side unless we get a break of the 89 level. So this pair right here, right now, looking for a break of the 87.50 US JPY. We all just know this pair is moving up. It has pushed to the 50 fib of this level right here, so we'll see if it holds or breaks. The CAD JPY looks very similar, excuse me, but most likely inversely similar to the actually tell you this. There we go. Yeah, the CAD JPY, we can see that's still pushing higher. Doesn't look similar to anything. Tell you just is still continuing to push higher, following the CAD's price action. But right now we see it does have support at 92.50, and we'll see if it gets a break of the wedge or not. Right now, that's not a very appealing per trade. The Aussie JPY following this channel higher, so any push up to this 97.45 level could be a good chance to short, or break of the 95. Look to the bottom of the channel, as we were saying last week. The 96, 95 level is what you're watching, looking for a break in either side, either direction. Euro JPY and the Great Britain JPY look very similar, but the Great Britain JPY is a little more interesting because the pair is right up here at trendline resistance, and we'll have to see if we get a break or hold. And as I said, this has been the moves normally last 300 pips. This would be a key point for this pair to roll over and push back down lower. But it was interesting that we all know that the Great Britain JPY is right, Great Britain USD is right up to support, so that's going to let us know what's really going to happen there. Let's take a look just at the rest of the majors, get an idea what's going on. There we go. And we can see that in these pairs, the New Zealand USD still slowly climbing higher, but I mean this range is non-existent. What we have, 86, 84, it's almost 100. Wait, 86, 50 down to that's not too bad, 80 pips. But you can see we're definitely, it's easy to see just by eye. There's a channel that's moving up higher, higher highs, the lower higher lows. So what we're going to watch here is just to see if we get another break higher. If we do push back down to the 85, that will change everything, and we'll look for a break of that range to look for a continued push high lower. The Aussie USD, as predicted, drifted down towards the 93 level. Did want to see it a little bit more lower, and now is trying to reverse, but not very compelling price action right there at the moment. Just take a look at that Euro USD right at that 138, that 38 level. It is drifting slower, but I'm hoping to catch a bid. Just following the rules here. Didn't want to sit on the sideline and then have a big push higher that I'd be kicking myself for. Same as the similar to the Great Britain JPY and the Great Britain USD. Looking for that break of the 168.30. I don't know. That's said 20 for forever. 168.30 level or 168.40 level, and then could jump in that for a nice swing to the top of the range, which would currently be around the 170, 164 level. That's what I'll be looking for. All right, everybody. Post you guys on the fours. Everybody, good luck.